something awesome is gonna happen. Dommer's Cool Stuff. Do good gaming. Hey guys, this is Dommer's Cool Stuff. I'm starting to feel a little better from being sick, so I figured I might as well start recording at least the pickup video that I have. This is probably pickup volume 10 or 11 if I'm not mistaken. This is all the Christmas gifts that I got. I got a lot of gift cards this year. I prefer gift cards if you can't find me anything. You know, if my family and friends, if they want to get me something and they're like, what do I get, Dom? Just get me gift cards. I know what I'm going to do with it. Some of these are gifts as well. Some of these are donations, and some of this was a pickup that I got at my Goodwill recently, and a couple other things. Now, if you're a fan of my Twitter and Facebook and whatnot, you'll know that I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles from GameStop for $40 on Black Friday. Couldn't pass it up. I don't care the controversy about GameStop involving this game over, you know, basically speculating the market on this game. That's what they're doing when it came to picking it up. I care that they're doing it and it's bullshit, but getting this game for $40 when just a week or two prior, it was going still for like $90 to $100. Have not played it yet, but there it is, the instructions, everything's in there. It's virtually brand new because that's what the company's doing. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles for $40 on Black Friday at GameStop. What a phenomenal deal. I couldn't pass it up. Now I got a gift card for GameStop as well. So one of the things I did, I wound up picking up House of the Dead Overkill on the Wii. One amazing, amazing game. This game is literally balls to the wall insane. The bad part, it doesn't have the instructions. I got Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles as well. I'm starting to try to get some light gun games for this system because it does light gun games so well. Simply put, I own like 4 or 5 light gun games now for this system, and they all work superbly well. Even Ghost Squad is a dumb fun game to play for like 10-20 minutes with friends or have a 6-pack and just go to town. You know, I have House of the Dead as well, but you know, Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles basically takes place during some of the Resident Evil games. 0, 1, 2, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't gotten halfway through the game yet, but it is phenomenal as a light gun game. It's a little wonky from here and there, but still, it's pretty cool. That was the Wii games. This is the PS3. I got this on a Black Friday sale as well, Ni no Kuni, on the PS3. If I said that right, awesome. If I said it wrong, my bad. But Ni no Kuni is from Level 5, also the guys that did Dark Cloud games, if I'm not mistaken, but also Studio Ghibli is the animators for this game as well. I have not played it yet. It was actually one of the last copies that they had regular. The rest of them were like the player's choice and whatnot. I usually don't care, but they had this one, so I chose this one. I got this, I think, for $15 as well. And there you go, Ni no Kuni. Haven't played it yet. I now own the Uncharted trilogy. All 3 Uncharted games. I was playing Uncharted 1 with my wife, and it just came to the point where this game didn't age as well as it could have. I'm finding it a little frustrating in certain aspects of the game, control-wise and whatnot. But Uncharted 2, I've played the living... That's Uncharted 3, idiot. But Uncharted 2, I've played a lot of. I think I've already beaten this years ago. And this is a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. And then finally Uncharted 3. So we're going to play through the Uncharted trilogy and do that. Well, we were, but I'll show you why we're not at this moment. And got these as well at GameStop. This was donated with some other things. Basically, the mother, it was a wife's coworker. Her kids no longer used it. She tried to trade some of the stuff in a GameStop and they wouldn't take it. The first game in that was Gears of War. And Gears of War is a great game. My wife owns all 4 Gears games, the 2 collector sets for Gears 2 and Gears 3. As I said, she tried to trade these games in a GameStop. They wouldn't take them, obviously, but I've got Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. And it is pretty nice looking, pretty perfect. I haven't cleaned the contacts yet. I don't think I need to, but this Donkey Kong Quest 2, Diddy Kong, I can't wait to play this on the Super Nintendo. And on the Genesis, we got Cyberball. That's right, I can actually start playing some Cyberball and have some fun with friends, and that's a definite potential TGO Crew gameplay right there. And the other game that came with it was the original Tengen Paperboy. So now I have Paperboy 1 and Paperboy 2 on the Sega Genesis. But that wasn't all, folks. It really nice looking, and I can definitely tell it is a later model Super NES, only because it's all gray. Usually by now you can tell what models yours, like what runs yours were, just by the coloration. The yellow coloration, if it's yellow all over, it was a first run. If it's yellow on the top, it's a second run. And if it's gray like this, it was first run. And then it got yellow and yellow, I think. I could have it backwards. But either way, this is a nice looking Super Nintendo. Still totally gray. And I like it. I'm actually going to alter my other Super Nintendo that I have as well. Also came with a Super Nintendo power adapter, which is always good. You always need those. And a RF adapter for, if I'm not mistaken, the Super Nintendo. No, that could be for something totally different. Possibly a Genesis. But you know what? Doesn't matter. You can never have too many of these RF adapters in your home. I think I have like 5 or 6 of them. And then it came with a Super Pad. An Interact Super Pad for the Super Nintendo. So that's another Nintendo controller that I have. And that donation doesn't end, because Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 on the PC, World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, also had a couple other things in there. There's Warcraft. I don't know if I'll be able to play this, because I think it required CD keys and whatnot. But yeah, it was just a Warcraft in there. If it required CD keys, no big deal. It's kind of nice to have. I do have some PC games. And then Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, Game of the Year Edition. Both discs. And once again, if it needs a CD key, I won't be able to play it. I'm hoping it doesn't. Also, on Black Friday sales, Lego Batman 2, DC Superheroes. This was a fun game. My wife actually played it a while ago. We rented it about, I think, like a year or two ago, or when it came out. And we played a lot of it, and then, we just never got around to it. Well, we couldn't pass up the deal. It was like $10. I forgot what place we got it at. But yeah, Lego Batman 2, DC Superheroes. Awesome game in the Lego franchise. And it's just funny with the humor that they have. And the fact that, I think it was like the first Lego game where they talk, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the people who wrote this definitely have a childish humor to them. And I'm not saying like, oh, it's a childish like fart humor. No, it's like very kid-friendly humor, but it made me laugh too. So what does that tell you about me? And we got these right before Christmas as, for us, 2 copies of Minecraft on the 360. Why would we need 2 copies? Well, as we know, we have 2 360s, and we play 360 a lot together. So, 2 copies of Minecraft. And we've spent hours. The first time we played it, I needed to be at work at 4:30 in the morning, and it was 11 o'clock at night, and we're like, oops. I think I got this at Kohl's for like $10. Maybe even less. It was Midway Arcade Origins. I've been spying this game, so to speak. And we were out, and Kohl's had them a Black Friday, like certain like electronics were like half off, and I could instantly tell that a lot of the games were raised in price, and I was going to pass on them. I don't care if it's half off. I'm only saving $1 if I go to GameStop and get it, and we had planned on going to GameStop anyway. So when I saw this, definitely needed to get it. And it was like $8 or $9 that I got this for. So it was a great deal. And it's got 30 plus games, high definition, Total Carnage is probably my favorite on there. Along with, it's got Spy Hunters, it's got the Smash TV, Joust, Gauntlets. Gauntlets are awesome. We're going to do a 4-player on that soon, too. But yeah, Midway Arcade Origins. Once again, it's like a nice retro package. I put it right next to Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection as one of the better next-gen retro collections out there, just because of how much is on this disc. The following game is a donation from Tom. This is Tom.
I'm gonna eat your children.
He's pretty intimidating. He's a great guy. He's been supporting the channel for a while. He'll occasionally hook me up with some things. He's currently letting me borrow Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. But on top of that, he'd actually bought Diablo 3 on 360, and he hated it. It's not his style game. And I was like, hey, can I borrow it? Me and Kitten want to play it. And after a day, I was like, hey, man, this is a great game. You know, we're going to definitely be playing this as a Let's Play, maybe. And he was just like, keep it. So I don't want to... He definitely donated it to me. And that was awesome. It plays awesome on the console. BioShock Infinite. Got this at GameStop along with the other three Uncharted games. But got this for $18. This was a price error. So it was like hitting Monopoly. Price error in your favor. And they honored the $18 price tag because it was selling used for $30 at the time. So I couldn't pass it up. BioShock Infinite. Haven't played it yet. We were going to. And, you know, complete. Disc looks phenomenal. We haven't played it yet. We want to. I actually have to play through BioShock 1 for her. So we're going to do that at a Walmart. Perfect shot. Been looking for this for quite a while now. And yeah, I decided to pluck down the money and get a perfect shot on the Wii. One of the best gun controllers on the Wii. Simple. Works with every controller. The pieces of crap that I have just simply didn't work. This one works with almost every Wii controller out there. And the best part is, it's just, if you need a nunchuck, like in Umbrella Chronicles, it's right there. Perfect. Love it. Need to get another one. Now, this is the reason why we haven't been able to play a lot of BioShock Infinite at all, or Minecraft. Could not pass this up. We were at a Walmart a couple of towns over. Quite simply, we saw this, and both our heads just kind of turned at the price of it. And I was looking at it, and I was like, yeah, it's been opened. Let's see, let's ask somebody if that's the real price for it, and can we look inside to make sure everything is in there. She scans the item, yeah, real price. We knew that we had still some gift cards left over, and we were going to get this game for about 20 bucks. The Batman Arkham Origins collector set. We opened it up. Everything was in it. Unopened. It literally seems like somebody opened it up, said you got the wrong thing, and returned it. That's why it was $60. Because the regular game was $60. And then with the gift cards that we had, that was going to knock it down to about 20-ish after tax. So, $20 for what's still going for about $150. Could not pass it up. And it has everything. The Joker standee, the book. It's got everything in there. There's the game. It was totally sealed. Disc 1 is out. Totally sealed. All the DLC codes were in there. It had DVD, Necessary Evil. We couldn't pass it up. This was probably the best pickup. And, you know, because I'm a fan of Thrift Dwellers, that would technically be my maple syrup pickup of the week. The following 4 items were found in a Goodwill. And the thing that caught my eye first was a Master System controller. So, where there's smoke, there's fire. Master System control pad, where's the Master System at? They don't know where. It might have already been sold. This was kind of a throwaway. You know, this was probably just tossed aside. So, now it's time to collect for some Master System games and get a Master System. That was $1. Yeah, $1. Because the blue and yellow tags were 50% off. And then I got Madden 96 and NHL 97 for 50 cents a piece. Can't go wrong with complete in-box Genesis games, even if they're sport games. Because worst case scenario, if I get a dingy case or just a game with no cover, you know, a game that doesn't have, and the case is really bad, I can always just swap cases. So that was 50 cents a pop. And then Midway Arcade Treasures 3. This was the racing game. San Francisco Rush, Hydro Thunder, Super Off-Road, Badlands, Race Driving, Stun Driver, San Francisco Rush 2049, and Off-Road Thunder. This was $2. So for $4 in total, I got a Sega Master System controller, 2 boxed Genesis games, and a Nintendo GameCube game that was complete and looked pretty damn good. So yeah, that was all the pickups from the holiday. Mind you, it was from November till about the first week, 10 days in January. So that's a lot of stuff that we got. Oh yeah, also, and I got a review of it coming up, but in that time as well, I forgot to mention, I got the Game Chasers DVD box set. Oh, I've been watching this so damn much. A little too much, actually. A lot. I love it. Love the DVD. I'm going to do a review on it. I just have to start feeling a little better, get this room tour done, and then I'll do the review for the DVD set. Steam was having a sale, and they put Left 4 Dead 2 on PC for free. I've been playing it. It's pretty cool. It's the full game with all the DLC on 360 on it, and that started me downloading a bunch of Steam games as well for whatever Weekend Game Guy has up his sleeves as well. I hope you start feeling better soon. I hope your road to recovery with whatever bubonic plague that is infecting you leaves immediately. This is Dommercoolstuff, and as always, do good gaming. And I got Tengen on my Tengen with my Genesis and my Paperboy, and Paperboy was inside the Genesis, which was on top of the Tengen, and then Tengen Tetris came over, and it was just a Tengen Menagerie.